Cabinet today noted, and I am pleased to announce that the next Chancellor of the University of the West Indies will be Mr. Robert Bermudez, a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. The current Chancellor, Sir George Allen, will demit office on the 31st of July 2017, that is this year. The University Charter provides that the Chancellor be appointed by the Council of the University of the West Indies. As a result, the University Council established a search committee comprising representatives from contributing governments. It also included representatives from the Senate of the University of the West Indies, representatives from the Guild of Students, representatives from the Postgraduate Students Association, and representatives from the West Indies Group of University Teachers. The following nominations were received: Professor Compton Bourne, Professor the Honourable Cardinal Ward, Sir Bolton Bethel, Mrs. Misery Sherman Peters, and of course, Mr. Robert Bermudez of Trinidad and Tobago. Several meetings of the search committee were held. I was the government's representative on the search committee. After careful deliberations, the search committee decided that the candidate of choice would be Mr. Robert Bermudez. As part of the process, the committee felt it was necessary to present to the 28th intersessional meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of Caricom, which was held in Guyana on February 16, 2017, the recommendations of the search committee. The heads of government endorsed the decision of the search committee in that the recommendation of Mr. Robert Bermudez should be upheld. The formal report of the search committee will be submitted to the meeting of the business session of the Council of the University of the West Indies at its meeting in Barbados on April the 27th, 2017. I might add that this is the only second occasion when a national from Trinidad and Tobago has been selected as Chancellor of the University of the West Indies. The first person was Dr. Eric Williams. He served as Chancellor of the University of the West Indies. The search committee, in deciding on its recommendation and coming to its decision, took into consideration the wide experience of Mr. Bermudez, especially as a businessman, because it was felt that the University of the West Indies should depend a little less on the coffers of the respective governments, and they should try as far as possible to generate their own funds. Mr. Bermudez has a long history of involvement in business. He has been a very successful businessman, and we are all pleased to note that the committee unanimously recommended Mr. Robert Bermudez.
As you know, after 10 long years, we have finally completed the Brian Lara Academy. In 9 months of starting, we have a handing over process which is going to be done by UDECOTT within the next few weeks. At the end of the month, we have been utilizing the pitch with several test events to get the pitch going to see with regards to the pace and so on. There'll be another similar activity going on this week as well. And I'll be working with the Trinidad and Tobago Cricket Board to have an overall test of the facility, as we have done with all our other national centers, the aquatic, the racket, the cycling, and so on, where we have test events to ensure before the official handing over process from UDECOTT to the Ministry of Sport and Sport Company that all the infrastructure, all the facility aspects are in place. With that being said, we've been working very closely with our legend, our icon, Mr. Brian Lara himself, with this process as we came into government. And he's very pleased with regards to where the facility has reached and how it has transpired with regards to its end product. And we're also working with him in the future with regards to the launch and also when the actual academy opens. With that being said, Mr. Lara, Brian himself has been working with us for the launch, and I know a lot of people have been anticipating the official opening of that. And today in Cabinet we discussed and finalized with regards to that. On Saturday, the 13th of May, they'll have a opening ceremony where Mr. Lara has gotten his very good friend, another international icon, Sachin Tendulkar from India, to be here to play a Brian versus Sachin 11, a T20 game at the Brian Lara Stadium. He's going to be incorporating, you hear some more soon with regards to who else will be on both teams. We have a number of other star icons, athletes from the West Indies and from across the globe that will be participating in that game. So you're going to be hearing a lot of information with regards to the launch. It's going to be televised worldwide. As I said previously, and as Brian said, the entire world is going to be stopping to see that opening. Overall, it's sport. As you know, last weekend, the past few weeks, we've been having some very good results from the FIFA president being here. We have Mr. Martin, the president of this region for volleyball here, and he also had some good news to announce yesterday at the opening of the local volleyball leagues, because there are a number of others for the first time we're doing beach volleyball and so on, where we're also pushing the sports tourism drive. And we're going to be hosting for the first time the Grand Prix event of volleyball later on this year, which is a first for us qualifying, but more so for the first in this region, country of the Caribbean, hosting such an event. We also, as we are speaking now, they had a press conference for the launch of CCCAN, which is the biggest aquatic meet in this Western Hemisphere, where it comprises swimming, diving, water polo, and synchronized swimming. And again, that's a first for us, will be launched and held in Trinidad and Tobago at the National Aquatic Center, June, July. And we have a number of other events that we're going to be having with the next few months to push our sports tourism drive. I want to congratulate the swimmers from the Carifta and the track and field team as well on their return. We all saw the success over the past few days, but more so the swimming team ASAT was also able to secure a bid for the 2019 Carifta swimming aspect of it here at the Aquatic Center as well. And we're working with the entries for a bid for 2020 to host the track and field aspect of it. The last time we hosted the Carifta swimming was 20 years ago. And with the Aquatic Center being completed and in full use now, it was an easy win for us for that bid. The last time we held the track and field aspect of it was in Tobago in 2005, I think. And again, we're going to bid for the 2020. So there's a lot going on in sports, as I said, focusing on the young people. The academy, the Brian Lara Academy, is about that, focusing on the young people. And again, we could put that behind us now with this exciting opening on the 13th of May.